Good morning. Derek here on Coffee with Derek, coming from Madison Ave Studios in Owego. Coming to you on YouTube, Facebook, and podcast. So please subscribe, like, or follow. And today we're going to do a little, I guess, call it word association.
I'm scared.
Yeah. So we got Stevie J over here.
I did so good on the last podcast. You brought me back.
That's right. That's right.
I killed it last time.
We did. And you did. So we're just gonna try something a little fun, a little different. And we'll see what happens. So all right. So here we are. We're going to do the word association. So basically, there's a pile of cards here, and we're just going to take turns picking them up, and whatever pops in, just
so first thing that comes to my mind,
for whatever it is. First thing.
Blurt out
That's
whatever.
Right.
Okay.
Since you're the guest, we'll let you go first.
So I'm going to flip a card over.
You're going to flip a card. You're going to read it.
Well, maybe even throw it up on the screen so you guys can see what it is too.
Yeah, I just picked a whole ton of words at random. I don't even remember what's in that list.
Random words.
Just random words.
All
Whatever
right.
pops in.
Here we go.
Okay. Read it.
Sun. Oh, wait. I thought you said you were going first.
You go first. You're the guest.
Oh, I'm the guest.
Sun.
I thought you meant I flip it. I go first.
Oh, yeah. No. You flip it.
Okay, sun. S-U-N. I'm thinking California.
California.
Yeah, I'm not thinking where we live because
just thinking hot. Yeah, sun don't come out much.
I'm thinking California or Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking hot.
Sun.
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 Okay. The number 7. Lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. All right. Fire. Campfire. We just built a fire pit. So, yeah.
Fire department. Volunteer. Big fires in California going on right now.
It's crazy.
They just were. People are getting evacuated all over the place.
You know, it's weird. Just as a sidebar here, we, a lot of people complain about where we live because the weather kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But we don't have earthquakes.
Nope.
We don't have wildfires.
Nope.
We don't have tornadoes
Nope.
for the most part. We don't have hurricanes, tidal waves.
Might get an occasional snowstorm.
Yeah, occasional snowstorm.
But on that, we're pretty safe.
But I mean, a lot of these places that people think they'd like to live, every year there's wildfires out there.
Sure. California.
Yeah.
Out west.
Mudslides, earthquakes.
Hurricanes, tornadoes. Yeah, I'll deal with some occasional snow. I mean,
Yeah.
And some crazy weather. Cardinal. A red bird that I seldomly see in my backyard.
I think it's a baseball team, right?
Cardinals.
Yeah, that's what popped in my head.
Yeah. Where are they?
Teams move around so much these days.
Come on.
I don't even know.
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
You know, I used to live in St. Louis.
You did?
6 months.
Did you ever go up in the Arch?
Negative Ghost Rider. I was like 18. I lived with my aunt and uncle.
I was there once for a business trip, but I always wanted to go up in that arch because apparently you can there's
an elevator. Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because it's arched.
It goes up and slides across and goes up and slides across, to my knowledge.
Huh.
So you're not going.
So once you're up there though, like there's some windows you can look out.
As far as I know, yeah.
It's pretty cool. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm getting off subject.
That's good.
Peanut. So I think of my daughter Madison, which is what I named Madison Ave Studios after. I used to call her Peanut.
Coincidence?
And she eats peanuts like crazy. She's a gym rat. She works out like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She's always looking for ways to get protein. And I buy these Sam's Club thing of peanuts, and she'll go through them in a week. She just eats peanuts like crazy.
Huh. I, of course, Jeff Dunham, Peanut, his character.
Oh, yeah.
And he's coming.
He's coming to town.
Yeah, he's coming to town. Binghamton on the map because Jeff Dunham's coming. Wait, who did that one?
I did.
Okay. Football. Steelers. I mean, I can go on for football forever. But Steelers, father-son time.
Packers.
Packers?
So
Oh, Jesus.
my son Noah, who's now going in 10th grade, when he was 6 or 7, started Pee Wee football, and he was a Packer. Vestal football, youth football. He was a Packer, and that became his team. So
cool.
And I didn't really have a team when I was a kid. I liked the Dallas Cowboys just because my friend had a poster of the cheerleaders.
There you go.
World renowned. I didn't really have. My brother's a huge Steelers fan. But yeah, so we've actually gone to a Packers game. Sounds like you guys are going to a Steelers game.
Yep.
It's a great father-son bonding thing.
It's great. I can't wait to take Tyler. He's going to lose his mind when he gets to that stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a huge football fan. Plays football, watches football. He watches all those YouTube channels, and his favorite player right now is Antonio Brown. So his number that he plays for Vestal is 84 after Antonio Brown.
Really?
Yeah, so he's super excited. So I'm taking him to his first. Well, it'll be his first regular season game. We went to a preseason Steeler-Giants game last year, down in Giant Stadium, but it was preseason. But this September, I'm taking him over to down to the Berg.
So 2 years ago, I took Noah to his first Packers game, but instead of going all the way to Wisconsin, we went to Philly.
Oh,
ooh. They don't like opposing teams in Philly.
Philly's rough.
So he had all his Packers gear on. I'm like, why don't you keep all that covered up until we get in the stands?
Why don't you wear this black bag here?
Yeah. So we got up. Fortunately, we were up in the nosebleed section, and there were some other Packers fans up there around us. And so he donned all his stuff. But one of these days, we're going to have to make the trip to Lambeau Field.
Oh, frick. I would love to go up there.
Yeah, because, it's
the Arctic tundra. And I want to go to a Packers game in the middle of January.
You're nuts.
Yeah, that's when I want to go.
Yeah.
We should try and do, you know what we should do? We should try and map it out so we can go to a
Packers
Steelers. A Sunday game. No, like a Sunday game at Lambeau, and then either go to Minnesota for a Monday night game, see when they're playing, and hit 2.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in for that.
2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, I'm in for that.
Yeah.
What's next?
Sleeve.
Stevie J has sleeves on to cover up his
poison ivy.
Bout with poison ivy. He got into a fight and lost.
Yeah. So I'm actually scared to go in my backyard now because I've been dealing with this for a week and a half. So
it's pretty
I didn't
gruesome.
want to show everyone my scars, and
it's pretty gruesome.
It's nasty. Nasty stuff. Yeah, I have the same thought. Yeah. Sleeve, poison ivy.
All right, that one was you. I jumped in.
Fruit.
Yeah, fruit.
I am thinking about the bowl of dreams right now. So why don't you tell everyone what the bowl of dreams is?
The bowl of dreams. So so I actually had it this morning. I pretty much have it 9 out of 10 times, for breakfast. But it's the way I make it's half a cup of fat-free cottage cheese, half a cup of fat-free Greek yogurt, vanilla, and then a cup of chopped up fruit with some cinnamon. It's so good.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's a game changer.
Like the texture of the cottage cheese makes it almost like rice pudding. It's really awesome.
Yeah, and the sweetness and the sugar and the sweet and it's just it's so good. Awesome. And then the cinnamon just throws it all off. Gardening. I am not a gardener. My wife is. We're hospice for flowers. Really, we bring flowers to Jesus,
right?
Because we don't.
You kill them.
Yeah, we're not very good gardeners.
Yeah, we have a small box garden thing that actually it's going crazy this year. So
really,
yeah,
you like making vegetables?
Check 1, 2. Check. I was just making sure I'm on because I don't sound very loud.
You're there. I hear you.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you? That's in Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not on the card though. Gardening. Yeah. So gardening is good. You know what's
I'm
weird?
not a gardener.
Tomatoes out of a garden are so different than tomatoes out of a store. And I don't know why, but they are.
Probably because they're infused with some sort of thing. Yeah. I think it's where it comes to, like the rain.
Yeah.
Rain, acidic, depending on where it's coming from.
Yeah. Death.
I got that one off Google. I said to Google, give me 10 words. And death was one of them. I don't know. Maybe it's
really
common things people Google. Death?
Will Google just give you 10 words if you ask?
Yeah, literally said, Google, give me 10. I Google searched 10 words. and Death was one of them.
Death.
I did it a couple of different times, but yeah.
Wow. So for me, I just had one of my mom's sisters, my aunt, in Ohio, just passed away.
Oh,
So,
sorry to hear that.
yeah.
I don't really have anything on death, other than it's death.
Yeah.
The ending to a new beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good perspective on
Mm-hmm.
it.
Music.
Music.
I'll let Stevie J take this one because I
So,
only play one. That's-
Yeah, music. I like pretty much all kinds of music.
You remember your first CD that you
Some-
ever purchased?
Some more than others. Well, it was before CDs. It was albums.
What?
Okay.
What are those?
Vinyl. Vinyl's actually back in now. So
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
it's nuts. So when I was 10 years old, and this is going to date me a little bit, but when I was 10 years old, my grandma in Ohio sent me and my brother and sister cash. And we went right to the mall to the listening booth. I don't know if you remember that store, but I bought the Bee Gees Greatest Hits double album.
The Bee Gees, was that 2 songs?
No, man. They were big back then, man. I'm telling you.
The Bee Gees.
The Bee Gees.
So, but that was on a album. So that was your first album.
That was my first album I spent with my Christmas,
All right,
Christmas
so-
money.
I'm a little younger, so my first CD that I purchased, Beastie Boys' License to Ill. And I still have it.
That's awesome.
And I actually still have the first 2 cassette tapes. One of them you can't even listen to anymore because it was I listened to it so much.
You wore it out.
I wore it right out. I had to buy another one. So I have 2. And then Caroline had one. So actually I think we have 3. One of them is completely unlistenable. It's so stretched out you can't even listen to it anymore.
What is it?
But the first CD I ever bought was License to Ill.
Wow.
And the second CD I ever bought was Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction, which I still have. both.
Really?
Yeah. Those are the first 2 CDs, not albums. I don't really have any vinyl. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think I have
man.
the Bee Gees vinyl anymore.
It's terrible. Probably worth some money now.
Yeah.
You run down to Soundground. Bet you they have one.
I bet they do. I bet they do.
All right.
Barry, Maurice, and I don't remember the other guy's name. There's 3 Bee Gees.
Did the third guy start with a G?
Maybe.
G? I don't know. Drum.
Drum.
I played in a bagpipe band and I played a drum. I actually played all 3 drums at one point. I played the bass, the snare, and the tenor. I think I love the sound of a snare drum. It's my favorite. That's what I started out on. But I think if I could physically handle it, I would definitely be a bass drummer. I just love that boom, 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 boom. You know, I love that. I just love the feeling. I love the noise. You know, love keeping the beat. If I could go back, I'd probably just and be able to do it. I would definitely do the bass drum again.
Yeah. Bass drum's fun. I mean, my drum memory is, like I said, I don't know if I said this in the last podcast or this podcast, but 3rd grade, I started piano lessons. 5th grade, I had on guitar lessons. And then I got to junior high, and my brother, who was 3 years older, played trumpet in the marching band. We went to a school called Montrose in Pennsylvania, and a quarter of our high school was in the band. It was crazy. I mean, there was it's a small high school, and we had over 200 kids in the high school band. So,
Wow.
And we won all kinds of competitions and everything. So they traveled everywhere. They went to Myrtle Beach, Florida, all over the place. And so when I got into junior high, my brother said, "Hey, you can't be in the marching band playing guitar or piano." So I'm like, all right, drums sounds cool. I'll play drums. So I started in 7th grade playing drums. And then in 9th grade, when I joined the marching band, I was a bass drummer.
Mm.
And we had like 4 or 5 bass drums or whatever. It was a big drum line, 6 snares, 7 snares, 3 quads, 5 bass drums. And even though we were a Pennsylvania band, we were right on the border, we competed in New York State. So our championships were at the Carrier Dome.
Oh, no kidding.
And so I started off the entire band with the bass drum going boom, 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 boom.
Nice.
And just the echo in the Carrier Dome.
Oh, I can imagine.
Unbelievable. I mean,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's one of my favorite drum memories.
That's awesome. Oh, this next card looks like there's a lot.
That's more than one word.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I put that in there.
All right. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. First thing I think of is Flea.
Flea.
The bass player.
Yeah, he's crazy. I was just actually watching Oh, what's that guy's name with the where they drive around in the car and they sing? Oh, what the heck's that called?
Oh, the guy that's like YouTuber now. He's a late night show guy.
God, yeah. Where they're driving around the car.
He just has all these famous people hop in the car with him.
Yeah. They're saying, I think they started wrestling in some dude's front yard. I was actually kind of cracking up. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Another band I love too. Fresno, California. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. Fresno, California. Where did I come up with these?
For some reason, the first thing that popped in my mind was soda. Is there a Fresca?
Fresca. Fresca, not Fresno. That's Fresno. That's Fresca.
Yeah, I still thought of soda when I saw that.
That's good. New York City.
New York City. It's a magical place.
It's great. I used to work down in one of the 5 boroughs.
Really?
Bronx. Yeah, I used to work for the fire department down there. I worked in the ambulance EMS division of FDNY and worked in the North Bronx.
Now, was that volunteer or was that actually paid?
No, that was a career. One of the many I've had. But I went into the academy in 2000. Yeah, so I went into the academy in 2000. I came out and did a year in the North Bronx. It's pretty crazy. Caroline actually at the same time was a teacher at, I think it was PS 87 in the Bronx. So I was at White Plains and 230 Street, 230th Street. And she was at like 233rd and something. She was only about 6 blocks away from me.
Wow.
And, she was still working down there when 9/11 happened, but I had just left. I quit. I resigned just that spring, just before 9/11. I was working for my other company, but yeah, some of my fondest memories in New York City was cutting school and going to Yankee games, 1 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be able to go in the back bleachers for $10. They used to open the door. I don't remember all the details, but you could go down, like we could leave our house at 12:30 and make a 1 o'clock day game. In 30 minutes, we could be at the stadium at the back door they used to have the back door. And you go right up into the bleachers.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was like $10 or something like that. And I remember paying the guy right there. So I don't know if you had to pay there or whatever. I don't know. It was so freaking long ago. Wow. But yeah, we had a couple of kids that would go down. They'd skip school, take the train, which was right in town.
Yep.
And they would go down to watch the tapings for the late night shows.
Really?
So you could go down and tape, because usually they tape midday.
Yep.
And then, you could go down and be back before school's over.
Oh my gosh.
And the trains would drop you right off. But yeah, me and one of the other guys from the firehouse, we go down, you could leave at 12:30 and be at a game by 1.
Wow.
It was great. Right, sitting in the bleachers, just chilling. And then you leave in the 7th inning. Yep. Or 8th inning, and you got home. Oh, lordy. All right, so what we got next here? Wonderful. My wife is wonderful.
So was my wife.
That's pretty easy.
Good. That was
pretty easy.
That was pretty easy.
All right, we'll do one more.
All right, one more.
Red. No, we already did red, didn't we? Wasn't red in there? No. Marker was. Red marker.
Red marker. So our son Joey, one of his favorite bands is called Red.
Red.
Yeah.
Never heard of them. Do I? Ever heard of them?
No. Kind of alternative, sort of.
Alternative grunge?
Punk,
he strikes me as
sort of punkish.
Didn't somebody sing a song? It was called Red.
Lady in Red?
No. Thinking of Chevelle, but it's not. There was no red. Never mind. All right, one more. This has been fun though. New beginnings.
Yeah.
Just trying something new.
We're trying something new. I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Maybe not. So, well, thanks for tuning in today. Hope you guys enjoyed something a little different. I'm sure we did, for sure.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. So thanks again, Stevie J, and hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for watching.